So off the tip, it's Brooklyn. So the next starting five. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. Cameron Johnson is out there with Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the one.
And one of the great rebounders in this league, Clint Capella, plays that role as well as anyone.
Greg, on a per-minute basis, few players are better. Sharp anticipation, works at it, and many of his points come from the offensive glass.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Finney-Smith kicks to Bridges. Back to Finney-Smith. No good from outside.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Bridges following the bucket by the Hawks. Inside. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Bays checked in for Johnson. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Capella with a screen on Bridges. Young from outside. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Murray against Dinwiddie. To the paint, here's Claxton, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Young pass to Bay. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Murray for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Murray's got 5 points so far.
Fantastic pick-and-roll action. DeJounte Murray finishing.
From past the arc. That shot off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Hunter the pass to Murray. The kick out to Young. And again, it's Atlanta. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
And Atlanta has possession following the bucket by the Nets. And Young kicks to Bay. Passes it to Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good. Nets trail by 5. Finney-Smith passes to Claxton. And he goes in for the dunk.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Bridges against Murray. Bridges passes to Claxton. Basket counts.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like 80 out there. Similar builds. And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
Now here's Bay. Hasn't made one yet. Young's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Johnson sets the screen for Dinwiddie. Johnson finds Bridges. Johnson with a screen on Capella. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. There's a screen. Over to the wing. Here's Claxton. Another one falls for Brooklyn. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Young against Bridges. Young dishes to Murray. The basket good off the assist from Young. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
Given Murray's slight frame, you'd think physical defense would bother him more. It doesn't.
For three, Bridges. Here's Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Shoots over Bay, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And still a close game. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
In at small and power forward, it's Hunter and Bay. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. And it's Capella at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Trae Young has been talking smack from a young age. He said if I was doing something nice, I wanted to let them know about it. Once he got to the NBA, Trae says, I was more of a fan of the guys I was going against. Once I got out of that mindset and started being competitive, talking a little trash, that's when everything clicked. Kevin?
David, not shy at all. Thank you.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Smitty, here we have Atlanta consistently knocking on the door in a crowded Eastern Conference.
You know, Kevin, they have added talent. Unfortunately, so has the rest of the conference. But Atlanta's still young, and they have room to grow.
Now, here is Young. Trains the three-pointer. Young's got 7 points in the game.
This is why they call him Ice Trae, because he is so cold as he nails these threes.
O'Neal kicks to Dinwiddie. O'Neal a screen on Young. Back to O'Neal from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 5.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now, here is Young. He has 7. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, back-to-back threes. Trae Young welcomes this duel because they're usually to his advantage.
Johnson with a screen on Young. Dinwiddie wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Hawks leading by 4. Bay passes to Murray. Puts it up. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And a new group in for the Nets. Trendon Watford's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Thomas comes in for Johnson. Walker's checked in for Bridges. And Simmons subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now, here's Bogdanovich. The pass to Mills. From deep. The rebound by Watford.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Simmons slams it in.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
Mills with it, guarded by Simmons. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Johnson kicks to Griffin. Clock at 6. Puts the move on. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg just keeps swinging away.
You know why? Why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Here's Mills. After the basket by Brooklyn. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Mills. Johnson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks. The Nets have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Here's Simmons. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down.
Johnson with a screen on Simmons. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Johnson wide open. He fires. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
What a pass by Bogdanovich, sending it straight to the wide open man.
It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Watford. Pulls up on the wing. And that one released in time, but no good. That'll do it for the first half. Hawks on top. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. Thomas is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Lonnie Walker. Then it's Simmons. And it's Watford into the center position. And a wide open look for Simmons. The offensive rebound. Walker on the follow.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Young. Capella, the pass to Hunter. Johnson against O'Neal. Teardrop shot. Johnson can't hit.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Steve, thinking back to the 2018 draft, Atlanta made a trade that day with major ramifications.
Kevin, yes, they did. At the core of it, it was Young for Doncic. It might have been easy to second guess at first, but Young has had an enormous impact on the Hawks.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Brooklyn with the rebound. And Simmons kicks to Walker. Pass to Watford. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas, it's a wide open look. And the Nets miss again. Atlanta leading by 15. Here's Murray. Rejected by Walker.
Knew what his man was going to do, and Walker beat him to it.
Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Young, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 15.
Leave it to Young to run up the scoreboard. He loves attacking the defense.
O'Neal sets the screen for Walker. Drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got 7 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. And rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report. The Nets making a switch here. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Johnson comes in for Thomas. Mikal Bridges checked in for Lonnie Walker. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Ben Simmons. Bridges for three from beyond the arc and then some. Bridges has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Now here's Mills. D right on him. Pulls up. And too long on the shot.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Mills finds Bay. Another three for Atlanta.
I love the answer by Sadiq Bey. He drained that response.
Bridges against Bogdanovich. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Here's Finney-Smith. No good on the triple.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough openings to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Griffin, no one around him. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And the Hawks lead by 9. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Bogdanovich. Mills with it. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. In the backcourt, it's the Stars, Young and Murray. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now, here is Young. Capella with a screen on Bridges. Capella at the elbow. Murray outside. Capella sets a screen for Murray. Back to Capella. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Dinwiddie. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bridges finds Claxton. Dinwiddie against Young. Kicks it out to Johnson. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists in the game. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Young passes to Capella. The dish to Hunter. It's tipped. Johnson with it. And Young picks him up defensively. To tie it up. A shot by Johnson, no good. Atlanta leading by 3. Young outside. Takes a 3. Traps in the tray.
This is how fast Trae Young gets his shot off, which is why he's so tough to guard.
Young against Dinwiddie from downtown. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Now the pass to Claxton. To the left side wing. 4 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Hawks making a switch here. Dave's checked in. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Floats one. A nice shot by Young. And now an 8-point Hawks lead.
What touch on the floater. Young has this shot down to a science.
Bridges outside. Hands it from downtown. Bridges has got 9 points here in the second half.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Bridges. Nets passing it around. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. Back to Bridges. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. Bridges, right side. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
You know, out in the open floor, Trae Young does an excellent job of assisting or finishing.
Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Bridges.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
Young finds Capella. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Johnson can't hit. The Hawks leading by 4. Bridges with the steal. Launches the 3. Knocked loose.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Murray against Dinwiddie. Now, here's Hunter. Atlanta again missing. Claxton with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Here's Murray. Brooklyn with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Hunter against Bridges. Down low. Here's Claxton. Good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now, here is Young. In the corner, it's Capella. Murray outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bay wide open, and he fired. No good from 3-point territory. Bridges against Young. To take the lead. Full time.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
Off on that one. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic
Court matchup. Here, Grant, with a lot of star power at the guard positions on both sides.
And, you know, traditionally, B.A., when big guys match up, it's all about the power. But this contest is about finesse. Who can outplay and outsmart the competition?
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. And it's Conley in at the 1. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
In terms of volume and accuracy, Murray has shown a lot of growth with his three-point shot since entering the league.
Towns, a screen on Young. Towns, right side. Conley looking for an opening. Launches it from deep. And Bay pulls it down. And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a three-point game. Murray inside. Towns on him. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, quick lift off the floor. And Murray has that long reach, making it look easy.
Even though the Timberwolves made the playoffs in 2023, Grant, they had their share of trials.
Yeah, B.A., they had to integrate new players. I mean, Cat missed 51 games due to a calf strain. There was that incident with Gobert and Kyle Anderson. And, of course, Jaden McDaniels fracturing his hand.
And there's the call on Saddiq Bey. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Towns against Bey. 4-3. The shot by Towns, no good. Young against Conley. Bey outside. Here's Young. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. From deep three-point land. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Capella, screen on McDaniels. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Edwards. Lets it go from deep. To the wing on the left. McDaniels from long range. Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. Young looking for an opening. Up top Bey. Pass to Young. Driving in. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Hunter finds Bey. Knocks it down from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Hunter covering. And here's Edwards outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a three, he wants to come right back at you.
McDaniels against Young. Right wing. Screen by Capella. For three. Another three for Atlanta.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
Edwards against Murray. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bay outside. Young from long range. Minnesota with a rebound. And Doris, Anthony Edwards has lived up to the expectations. He continues to get better each year.
He does, BA, and let's remember, as a former #1 pick, that carries a lot of weight and responsibility. But Ant is a guy who embraces that pressure. He wants the spotlight, and he puts in the work to be great. His future is bright.
Pass to Capella. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Capella against Towns. Gobert with a screen on Capella. Back to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. And it's all tied up. Give him 8 points now.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
And it's good for 2.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Takes the 3. Outside McDaniels. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Murray looking around. Pass to Capella. Capella, screen on Conley. And here's Hunter from the arc.
Boy, how about the quickness of Mike Conley to get from defensive stance to contest? That is nice.
And at the end of 1. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
The talented duo of Young and Murray on the backcourt. Hunter and Bay holding down the forward spots. And it's Capella in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Outside Young. Uneasy 2 on the layup. Young's got 7.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Towns is screen on Young. From deep, Conley. They get the rebound. Kicks it out, Towns. Outside McDaniels. Fires for 3. The rebound by Murray.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Hunter passes to Bay. Back to Hunter. 5 on the clock. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Conley. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Bay's got 4 rebounds in the game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Anthony Edwards carries a swagger about him. He said, quote, "I am the most confident person in the world. I've always felt like I'm the best at everything I did." Coach Finch said, quote, "He is super confident, he's real, and he's genuine. A lot of guys have a confidence that hides in insecurity. He is not that. He knows who he is as a person and as a player." Brian?
Yeah, great point. Thank you, Allie. Here's Edwards. Give him 8. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Here's Alexander Walker. It's a 3-point game. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Anderson. From the arc. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Hawks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's a Kongwu. Pass to Johnson. reference, Doris. How do you think the play-in tournament has fared so far?
BA, a successful addition, there's no doubt about it. It's involved more teams for more competitive basketball for longer stretches of the season. That's exactly what you hope for.
Atlanta has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Left side, Bogdanovic. And they get it back. Hauled in by Brown.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Anderson passes to Reed to snap the cold streak. Drops in the 3. Reed's got his first 3 points of the game.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And the Hawks lead by 3.
How about Patty Mills saying, anything you can do, I can do better. You leave him open from 3, he has the answer.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Bogdanovic, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Reed. Out left to the wing. Reed, the screen on Johnson. Tries the spin move. Beyond the arc. And another 3 from Minnesota.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Outside Bogdanovic. Kept alive by Atlanta. Okongwu, the pass to Mills. Here's Bogdanovic. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. He misses it. 0 for 5 and looking off his game right now. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, BA.
Back to Anderson. Now here's Reed. He's got 6. Launches it. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Bogdanovic. Okongwu, a screen on Anderson. Back to Mills. Puts one up from 19. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very... Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Kyle Anderson is out there with Troy Brown. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Hey, Young, right here.
And here's Young. 3-pointer. No good there. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Young. Fires the 3. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got 6 points.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
No one covering.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Alexander Walker from outside, off the mark. Atlanta's gone 5 of 12 from 3-point range tonight. The kick to Hunter. Outside Young. Bay with a screen. Right side Young. For the tie. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's another big night for Trae Young, a relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. On the wing, Alexander Walker. He has 6. Reed, a screen on Murray. Ooh, stolen by Murray. All alone on the break. And the slam dunk by Capella.
And when the time is right, Capella can get up there. Great job rising up for the bucket.
Here's Alexander Walker. The deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. He's got 9. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. From deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. Outside Young. Bay with a screen. Young misses.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Hawks making a change here. Mills is checked in. Some changes for Minnesota. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for Bay. Griffin, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for DeJounte Murray. Now here's McDaniels. 4 on the clock. Gobert finds McDaniels. From deep three-point land. The kick out to Conley. Towns for 3. No luck on that one. The Hawks trailing. Outside Bogdanovic. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Okongwu, the pass to Bogdanovic. Spins. Another shot. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And the Hawks lead by 1.
You like seeing Bogdanovic get it done inside. An opportunistic score around the rim.
Towns a screen on Bogdanovic. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. That one goes in.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big time play.
Gobert with a screen on Mills. Towns outside. Here's the 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Towns a screen on Bogdanovic. Second chance shot. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And this is why Bogdanovic is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
From deep, Conley. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's got his 6th rebound on the night. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
So it's Minnesota now, following the score by Atlanta. The kick out to Edwards. Can they get it? Hits a 3-pointer. Edwards got 11 points.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic so pretty, so fluid.
There's Bogdanovic with the 3. Doesn't go that time. The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks ahead, leading by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets under. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Bay and Okongwu, the duo inside. Patrick Mills out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Griffin in at small forward. So that's the Hawks 5. From deep, Conley. Rebound Atlanta. Okongwu's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Takes a 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Tries the spin move. McDaniels up top. Fires the 3. Rebound Atlanta. Bogdanovic with it. Towns covering. Pass to Griffin. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Bay with a screen on Conley. Mills against Conley. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Gobert with a screen on Bogdanovic. It's Edwards with a drive.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Bay passes to Bogdanovic. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Edwards for 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 9 rebounds now. Bay left side. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Patty Mills is about winning, guys, and if that means finding the open man, he'll do just that.
And here's Edwards outside. Again, the miss by Edwards.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Bogdanovic, no good.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
And here's Mills for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Towns for 3. Offensive board. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Griffin. Murray's checked in for Bogdanovic. And it's Young in for Mills. And so it's Minnesota with it. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Edwards with it. And Capella picks him up defensively. Shot clock at 5. Towns on a screen. Here's McDaniels. Capella with a rebound. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
That one's good for 2.
Yeah, what a look. I mean, Young, a high-level passer.
Murray against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. And a deep 3 from Young. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 9. And Edwards slams it in.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
Screen by Capella. There's Young with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Murray. Pass to Towns. Spins. Gobert up top. Offline from the high post. The Hawks have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Capella, screen on Conley. Young way outside. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Hawks lead by 9.
Yeah, offensively, Capella's game is grabbing offensive boards. You have to put a body on him.
Edwards, a pass to Towns from deep 3-point range. The rebound by Murray.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Bay from long range. They kick it out to Murray. The Hawks need to get one up here. Bay from long range.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
He drops it from range.
Well, Mike Conley's a veteran. What confidence, what clutch play. Nicely done.
And a deep three from Young. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. So this one belongs to the Hawks. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when...
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill.
will break both of these teams. Love to push the pace. Think we're in for a high-speed game?
That's a safe assumption, yeah. I mean, but that'll also make this a serious test of stamina. It'll be hard for them to outrun each other all night long.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Conley with a wide open look. It's good from long range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Bridges misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Towns wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And at 7 feet tall, it is tough guarding Towns, especially when he's making shots like that.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Conley. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Dinwiddie wide open. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now Gobert after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Shoots over O'Neal. Goes up again. Gobert, no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Johnson for 3. O'Neal from long range. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Bridges, no one around him. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And every year, Bridges seems to get better, including understanding when he should be aggressive on the scoring end.
And one thing you know about Claxton, he's not going to waste his opportunity.
Yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in this league, and he's all about getting quality, high-percentage shots, Greg. He doesn't force shots that aren't there for him.
Now, Dinwiddie, after the missed 3 from Karl-Anthony Towns. Lets it go with the 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple. Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And the basket by Johnson.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
And they get it. And it's Michael Conley with the 3. Conley's got 9. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now Dinwiddie, Johnson right side for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
Dinwiddie against Conley. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Nets. And here's Johnson outside. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Puts up a deep 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Gobert. And the shot is long.
That's a miss you can live with. He did what he could to get something close to the basket.
Bridges shot. Good.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable, taking and making his share of threes.
And here is Conley after Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. Fires the 3. And Michael Conley good for 3. 12 points for him.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Dinwiddie against Conley. Here's Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
Towns, a screen on Dinwiddie. Conley, the pass to Towns. spins. Shoots the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here now is Dinwiddie, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Edwards looking it over, fires away from way outside. It's been all about Cameron Johnson for Brooklyn. And it was from three-point range where he did them. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
We've got Mikal Bridges. O'Neal is out there with Johnson. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Dinwiddie in at the one. So that's the Nets 5.
Edwards makes it dueling three-pointers, showing some leadership, getting that one back.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Towns. And it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 5 now.
And Towns is solid at getting strong position on the glass. Terrific work.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story. Claxton, and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. 15. Conley kicks to Edwards. There's the three. Drills it from outside. Edwards got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Such a wide open look. And the Nets lead by 5.
God, is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. For 3, Bridges. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Bridges has got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn. And originally undrafted, as O'Neal's hard work, Richard, has certainly paid off.
Yeah, he's really smart defensively. You can match him up against any opponent's best scorer. And then on the other end, he can outspace the floor.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And often players want to discuss calls at the officials, but Greg, what was your approach with those conversations with referees?
Kevin, well, it depended on the conversation, but at the end of the day, you realize they've got a job to do just like you do, and you try to keep it as respectful as possible and yet still be able to get your point across.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Reed. The long distance 3 is buried.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Simmons sets a screen for Walker. Nailed from three-point land. Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
To the inside. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the three. For Brooklyn, they've gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. 1:09 left in the first half of the game. Simmons passes to Finney-Smith. Again, the Nets for 2.
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Walker. And the pass to Reed. Puts up a 3. Walker with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Oh, look out! Look out!
That's how you finish.
And the serious dunk to finish it off.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. It's Thomas outside. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 8.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Outside for Thomas. Simmons, the bounce pass. Lets it go from deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
So on the floor for Minnesota, the 2 towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Johnson outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 5.
And one thing about Cam Johnson, his shooting mechanics are elite.
We already know that he shoots a high percentage from 3, but he also has the height to shoot over people from out there, and that adds to the confidence.
Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
The calling card of Johnson, his J. It's why Cam was a lottery pick. It's why he's such a quality NBA player.
Here's Conley. Has to Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and KD. Richard, they had grand plans that just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back.
A three-pointer is right on target. Bridges has got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
Pass to Gobert. Out to Edwards. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Edwards got 14 points for the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Claxton finds Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson wide open. He fires. His 3-pointers off the mark. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. Here's McDaniels. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 7. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. On in its way from Dinwiddie for two. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now the NBA is finally testing out in-game penalties for flopping. It's one free throw for the opposing team. Now, when you ask people around the league, everybody was ready for this. When the goal is to trick the officials instead of getting the right call, you need to nip that in the bud. Kevin?
Yep, no argument here, DA. Thank you. Johnson outside. From outside the arc. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Towns a screen on Bridges. Here's Edwards into the lane. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
O'Neal wide open. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Lets the three fly. Stolen by Conley. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. It's Edwards on the wing. The three. Edwards with another miss. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Claxton, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Johnson gets the bucket.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it cook.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 5 points in the game. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed. Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Cameron Johnson. O'Neal is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. The three. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Towns.
Wow, look at the release. Towns with a quick trigger.
Dinwiddie with it. Conley picks him up. Here's Bridges. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Bridges has got 20.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Walker with it. He dishes it to Simmons. 5 to shoot. Here's Finney-Smith. That three off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Reed. No good off the back of the rim. Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Walker kicks to Thomas. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Great find by Simmons. He's always looking to create the best shot possible for his team.
Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Walker. Fires for 3. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Watford passes to Walker. They set the pick. With the teardrop, and the layup is good. And the Nets lead by 14.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Anderson outside. Fires it up. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Nets leading by 12. Simmons passes to Walker. Simmons sets a screen for Walker. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Anderson outside. And he hits the jump shot. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Walker the pass to Simmons. Back to Walker. Here's the 3. And then Simmons slams it in.
Such a great rebounder. Simmons executes that sequence before anyone can react.
There's the pass to Alexander Walker. Anderson outside. Launches it. Anderson can't get that one to fall. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Drills the three-pointer.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Brooklyn.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Mikal Bridges.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. There's the triple. That shot off. It's the Nets now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Finney Smith finds Simmons. Thomas with it, picked up by Brown. To the middle. Here's Finney Smith. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
It's off. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never.
And it's the Hawks to start out. Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Hunter and Bay holding down the forward spots. The talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And that's collected by Trae Young. And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
From deep, Johnson. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Johnson brings such a different element with that quick trigger. Not all guys have that.
Young, the pass to Capella. Outside Hunter. Back to Capella. Pass to Young. Down low. Capella can't get it to go.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Into the lane. Down it goes. Jam that one home.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Johnson with a bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Yeah, that one's good.
Trae's so dynamic in the pick and roll. He runs that set as well as anyone in the league.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Dinwiddie against Young. Outside Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. And it's good. 2 points.
And you love the selfless attitude right there from Johnson. Nice feed to the open man.
Young attacking. Capella finds Murray. Capella screen on Dinwiddie. Murray from outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. You know, when DeJounte Murray was traded for a multitude of first-round picks, it certainly came at a price, Brent.
Yeah, it feels like the cost to acquire young, talented players in this league continues to go up. And that said, DeJounte Murray is a legit NBA All-Star. It feels like he still has a lot of room to grow.
Now here's Capella, and here's Hunter from the arc. The rebound by Bridges.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Claxton. Yep, that one goes. Atlanta's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Up top, Young. With some arc, and he gets that one.
That is a tough shot there. Trae Young's such a small player. He needs that floater in his arsenal.
Young against Dinwiddie. Outside Johnson. The 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
What makes Young really tough to corral is he has that great spatial awareness out there.
And for the past few seasons, the Hawks have been driven by their offense, Brent.
Yeah, they really have done a nice job of finding some wing scoring to complement what it is they've gotten from the guard position. And they put an emphasis on the three-point line. They made a coaching change, and that philosophy is also helping lead them to be a more potent offense night after night.
Atlanta is shooting just 38% so far in this one. Capella screen on Bridges. Here's Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 8.
Great job by Young there, not settling for a jumper and getting that ball close in.
Outside Johnson. This one for 3. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
There's Young with the 3. Can't get it. Now 3 of 4. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 11.
Wow! Are you kidding me?
Gotta love his confidence taking that
An
one.
absolute bomb.
Man.
Count it. Young, the pass to Bay. Hunter on the wing.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
That one misses.
Herter's such a talented swing man, and every year he seems to find a way to add a little bit of something to his game.
And here's Johnson. He's got 18. Screen by O'Neal. Up in time. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Cameron Johnson making things happen for the Nets. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
We've got Mikal Bridges. Royce O'Neal is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Now here's Dinwiddie. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. The shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Atlanta with the ball. How about Sadiq Bey, a guy who's growing into a floor-spacing threat now, Brent?
Yeah, incredibly focused, BA, on developing those skills to be a sniper at the three-point line. He wants to stretch the floor out, and he has to do that consistently by knocking down shots.
Well, the Hawks shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Stolen by Bridges. Here's Claxton. Bridges against Bey. There's the three. Bridges misses. And the Hawks with possession here. It's a 16-point game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. Young against Dinwiddie. Bridges outside. Pass to O'Neal. Lets the three fly. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a four-point play. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Watford's checked in for Claxton. Thomas comes in for Johnson. Walker, he's checked in for Bridges. And Simmons is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Young. Give him 8 points now. Sinks that one from the post. Young's got 10 points in the game.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Simmons finds Walker. Simmons with a screen on Murray. The three. And Bey pulls it down.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
There's Young with the three. The three ball is good from Young. The three-point shot changed the game, clearly. But did you see it becoming the centerpiece of so many teams' offense, Brent?
I think it was inevitable in a way, BA, but the way it got introduced to the league and the way that the 7 seconds or less Phoenix Suns adapted to the three-point line and then eventually what the Rockets were doing, it kind of came in like a flood. And each year we're seeing more and more guys who you wouldn't think should be shooting threes now capable of not only taking them, but making them. And so that goes for every position. That makes the game very dangerous.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Mills against Simmons. Griffin on the wing. Pass to Bogdanovich. The three is up. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Simmons, the pass to Walker. Simmons with a screen on Bogdanovich. Here's Thomas. Back to Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, Brent, their entire 22-23 season seemed to be a win one, lose one scenario.
Yeah, a bit of a toss-up there, finishing 41-41. They made a coaching change, and with that comes a philosophical one, so you're making that adjustment. But the Hawks just never found their rhythm. You think with this offseason and retooling just a little bit, that this team comes in composed with the goal in mind that they're going to be competitive this year and see if they can get beyond that first-round exit from last year.
Now here's Mills. No points so far. And Lonnie Walker's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Substitutions for your Nets.
40 seconds left in the first half.
Whitehead.
Outside Mills. Bay with a screen on Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Mills, no good. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They led by as many as 18. Pass to Whitehead. Back to Simmons. Here's Whitehead. Simmons with a screen on Griffin. Whitehead, shot is good.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
And Griffin slams it in.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break up 12. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. More 2K action in just a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, you look at Cam Johnson. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. They and Okongwu, the duo inside. Bogdan Bogdanovich is out there with Patrick Mills. And it's Griffin in at the 3. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Left side Young. Outside Johnson. Back to Young. Trey quick on the take. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons. Here's Whitehead. It's good from the top of the key. Whitehead's got 5 points. Simmons against Young. Pass to Hunter. It's Johnson with a drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
And the Nets shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Well, Brent, every time we get to see DeAndre Hunter, I'm always impressed by his athleticism.
Isn't it curious, B.A., how quietly DeAndre goes about his business out there? Just a slasher, doesn't demand anything offensively, and then coaches rely on that otherworldly defense. A great asset to have.
Free throw, no good for Simmons. And Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
Johnson for 3. Rebound Atlanta.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Murray from outside drills it from deep. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
A chance here to catch up with Alley from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Hawks made the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, but now they're looking to return to contention. Trae Young said, quote, "We'll be all right. It's really just about us, taking care of what we can control and making sure we're ready every night. But if we get into a rhythm, it'll take care of itself." Brian?
Yeah, great point. All right, Allie, thank you. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Young looking for an opening. It's deflected. Pass to Bridges. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. They get it again. Now Johnson. From deep. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
You can tell Johnson is enjoying himself playing without overthinking it.
Left side Young. Atlanta again missing. The Nets have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Dinwiddie against Murray. Johnson on the wing. Back to Dinwiddie. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dinwiddie.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Bogdanovich from long range. Rebounded by Johnson. Brooklyn's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Inside, here's Finney-Smith. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Mills finds Bay. Back to Mills. Bogdanovich with it. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Dinwiddie against Mills. Left side Johnson puts up a 3. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing and the lead seems to be growing.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Now here's Johnson. Off the mark there with a 3. Griffin outside. They get back on track. Outside for Bay. Mills the pass to Griffin. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Nets have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Here's Dinwiddie. He takes it in. And the layup is good. Dinwiddie's got 9 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 9. Knocked loose. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bogdanovich, no good. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter.
Serbian shooting guard showing that he has the ability to get up.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
3-pointer, Bridges. No luck on that one. He gets it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He hit it. Great shot. Whoa. The heat.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Mills. 3.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. So that's the Nets 5. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback. Bridges has got his first basket.
Great effort level on the glass as Bridges is in there mixing it up.
Mills with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. A full line change here for Brooklyn. And a change for the Hawks. Johnson's checked in. Now here's a Okongwu. Pass to Mills. Clock at 4. Pulls it from the corner. Doesn't go for him.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Whitehead passes to Simmons. Watford with a screen. Back to Simmons. Launches a 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Watford. That's tipped. And the Hawks shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Outside Mills. Pass to Griffin. Johnson on the wing. Money from the wing.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Whitehead. Watford with a screen. Back to Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Griffin finds Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. And the Hawks with another 3.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Simmons, the pass to Whitehead. Back to Simmons. To the middle. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Great setup. When you have Simmons' height, it's easier to see the entire floor.
Outside Johnson. Okongwu, high post. Pass to Mills. And the Hawks with another 3.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 13-point lead. Here's Whitehead from outside the arc. Rebound Atlanta. Okongwu's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Bogdanovich. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Griffin. Murray's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Trae Young in for Mills. Hunter passes to Young. From deep three-point land. Johnson for 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Nets have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Hawks have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. There's Young with the 3. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
All about getting into a rhythm as a shooter. When Trae Young finds his, he's pretty fine at taking those shots.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Nets.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
Shot clock at 3. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Lets a floater go. A nice shot by Young.
That's a tough take right there. This is what makes Trae Young special. Willing to go in there and stay composed under pressure.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Young against Dinwiddie. Pass to Johnson from deep. And here's Claxton. 14 feet away. Off the left rim and out. Outside Young. From downtown. Misses. So we see the Nets get the win here. This one was a fun one to watch.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And one thing, Greg, you notice about both these teams, they looked at play through the passing game.
And all the better for us. I mean, as fans of the game, seeing that kind of flow and teamwork, it just makes the game fun to watch.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In at small and power forward, it's Hunter and Bay. In the backcourt, it's the stars Young and Murray. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Now, here is Young. Out left to the wing. For 3, Murray. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Young against Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. And here's Bay. Fires from deep. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
Conley finds Edwards. Three-pointer. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Young. Capella sets a screen for Young. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Minnesota's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
No problem knocking that one down.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make 3. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Screen by Capella. Three-pointers. They get it again.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Towns a screen on Murray. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Trae Young.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Hunter, the pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Tips it, but no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Off target from three-point range. Hawks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Murray outside. And there's the drive. Hunter, no one around him. Murray kicks to Bay. Pass to Young. A second chance effort. Here's Hunter. And there's the pass to Bay. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Gobert with it and guarded by Capella. Gobert with a screen on Murray. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Edwards dishes to Conley. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Shoots over Capella. Towns kicks to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley to stop the drought. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards against Young. Down low. Hunter on the wing. Capella sets a screen from Murray. Hits the jumper in space.
You know, they give him the ball and let him quarterback the pick and roll, which speaks, I think, to how confident they are in Murray, guys. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hawks lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
On the court for Atlanta. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. In at small and power forward, it's Hunter and Bay. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Young from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Screen by Capella. In the corner, Murray with it. Now here's Bay, still without a basket. On its way from Hunter for 2. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Outside, Towns. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Capella with a screen on Conley. That shot wide open. Young's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Hawks.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Edwards, that's good.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Now Young, he has 6. Murray right side. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
Boy, he launched that one from way outside. Conley's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Young outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter. Conley against Young. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Murray looking around. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
I think making this a more consistent part of his game. Murray, nice to see him knock it down from there.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. Carries it from 3-point range. Conley's got 9.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's Young. Hunter on the wing. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Passes it to Alexander Walker. And Reed has it in the corner. Anderson outside. For the three. Rebound by Johnson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here's Mills from the arc. Bogdanovich, and it's Bogdanovich on the follow. 46 seconds left in the first half. Here's Alexander Walker. Jacks up a three. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Brown outside. And another three for Minnesota. The Hawks trail by 7.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting out of the corner.
Puts up a deep three. That shot is off. It could go. The shot will not fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach half. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Nas Reed out there with Anderson. Then there's Brown, and it's McLaughlin in at the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. The Hawks trail by 4. Okongwu a screen. And here's Mills for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Mills has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Hawks. To the left wing. Here's Reed. Misses the 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Clark, last season, Minnesota's talent was undeniable, but the results weren't there.
You know what, Kevin? They just had trouble puzzling all the pieces together. I mean, this season wasn't a failure by any means, but the outcome didn't match the high expectation.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, there was quite a bit of shakeup in the Hawks front office last season amid rumors of discord. DeJounte Murray said, there's a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, winning takes care of it all. So we need to control what we can control, continue to come together as brothers, and try to go out and win basketball games. Kevin, back to you.
All right, that's all they can do. David, thanks. Launches a 3, and Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That's his first foul. The Hawks trail by 4. Bogdanovich looking around. Atlanta again missing. Minnesota's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Fires the 3. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The tray, and Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Mills. Bogdanovich has got 8.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Alexander Walker, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
The real Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Shots good by Mills. Clark, these days, especially in the playoffs, any weak link defensively gets exposed.
Yeah, well, you're going against the same opponent. So whatever area that you're weak in, that's going to be exposed. Specialists can get a few more minutes during the regular season, but in the postseason, hey, every possession extremely valuable, and you're trying to have the players on the floor that give you the best chance to win at the highest level.
Okongwu finds Mills. Back to Okongwu for the lead. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. That one goes in. And it's Mills with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a three-point game. A three from Bogdanovich. Sinks the triple. 11 points in the game.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
There's the pick. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Three-pointer. The putback. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Lets it go with a 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. But he has to close out a little stronger on him.
Here's Alexander Walker. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Hawks leading by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And he drives in. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Shots good by Mills. And now an 8-point Hawks lead.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game.
The previous play is under review.
It was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center in Secaucus.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Hawks lead by 5. From Target Center, back in a moment. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Atlanta. Outside, the wings are Murray and Hunter. In the post, it's Bey and Capella. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Bey wide open, and he fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Bey's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hawks. Edwards with it, guarded by Hunter. Fires the 3. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Edwards.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Towns a screen on Murray. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The pass to Hunter. Kicks it to Young. Bey with the screen for Young from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns the screen. Over in the corner, Conley. Back to McDaniel. From the arc. Connects from 3-point range.
And that was from way outside. It's clear McDaniels has confidence in his long-range capabilities.
Knocked away. Stolen by McDaniels. puts up a deep three. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Young outside. The Hawks again can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Gobert. Passes to Towns. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Young. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Dishes it to Towns. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Hunter. An even 3-on-3 break. Murray right side. Bay with a screen on Conley. To the inside. And a wide open look for Capella. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. A nice shot by Young.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Murray the pass to Bay. He kicks to Young. Here's the three. Over to the left wing. Capella finds Young. Here's Bay. Hits the three-point bomb. Bay's got 6 here in this quarter.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding him.
Conley for 3. Tips it. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Young from deep three-point range. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Yeah, they built a lead that simply can't be overcome at this point. So it would be a nice dub
for the Hawks.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Trae Young.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by Capella.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Young fires away from outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
From deep three-point territory. Another miss by Young. Edwards looking it over. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win. Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
BA, and in a league where perimeter play so often is the deciding factor, tonight I expect this to be a slugfest inside.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Now here's Finney-Smith. 4 on the clock. Johnson for 3. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Bridges against Edwards. Bridges passes to Finney-Smith. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, this is where Dorian Finney-Smith has really come such a long way. What a transformation to a real threat beyond the arc.
Now here's Conley. Off target from 3-point range. Outside Johnson. Pass to Claxton. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And the Nets another 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
After joining forces in 2019, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving only ended up playing 74 games together in Brooklyn.
And think about it, those 74 games were spread over the course of 3 years. Whether it was injuries, off-the-court drama, you name it, it limited their time together. And now the Nets are focused on rebuilding. That was not a successful pairing.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Great open look there.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a 3.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 6 points for him.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
The 3 is up. Dinwiddie can't get that one to fall.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Shot to stop the run. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
For 3, Conley. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Well, you've got to be able to contest. This is a career 37% three-point shooter. You better get out there on Mike Conley.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And the Nets another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And you look at the impact of Mike Conley. He makes a difference without making many mistakes, Doris.
BA, just an extremely disciplined point guard. He'd rather make the smart play than the highlight reel. This guy sets such a great example on and off the floor.
Now here's Conley. 9 points in the game. The kick out to Edwards. The 3 ball. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Jacks up a 3. And Dinwiddie good for 3. Dinwiddie's got 15 points.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And the basket by Towns.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Can't sink it. 4th miss out of 9 attempts. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards, pass to McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Good on the shot. 7 points in the game.
Boy, Cat takes the bump. Not an easy shot, but he finds a way.
Dinwiddie against Conley. Left side, Finney-Smith. Doubled by Towns. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, neither is playing a ton of defense either.
Edwards for three. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out Towns. Let's go with a three. Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, the very definition of a stretch 4 or 5, whatever position he happens to be playing, Cat can space the floor.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. He put together 10. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
The other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. We've got Mikal Bridges. Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Dinwiddie in at point. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns is a threat from everywhere on the court. He said, quote, if I need to shoot, I can shoot. If I need to post up, be a bruiser, I can be a bruiser. I'm not a specialist in anything. What I can do is be a very versatile player and try to do every single thing really well. Brian?
Yeah, that's the good stuff there. Allie, thank you. Bridges against Edwards. Pass to Towns. Towns double team. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Conley goes in. Outside McDaniels. From behind the arc. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Well, Doris, the Timberwolves have made consecutive playoff appearances. That's a win for this team.
Well, when you consider that hadn't been done in this organization going all the way back to 2004, it does show they are moving in the right direction. The next step, obviously, they have to win a series. You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges, so willing to give it up to an open guy.
Edwards fires from way outside. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. And Brooklyn has possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Bridges, a screen on Conley. Back to Bridges. Fires the three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Oh, got a piece of it. And here's Edwards outside. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. McDaniels, a screen on Bridges. Edwards for three. Drains the triple. Edwards got 6 points.
Well, Anthony Edwards has proven to be capable from any spot on the floor. That time he hits you with the three-point shot. Okay, Anthony.
Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. Takes a three. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Towns outside. Puts up a three. Rebound Brooklyn. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by.
How about the range from Mikal Bridges? Not intimidated by the extra distance.
It's Edwards with a drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Give him 8 points now. So much of modern offenses include hunting for mismatches. Doris, if you aren't a great defender, you're targeted.
And the word you used is appropriate. Great defender. Because teams know how to find the weakest link and attack that. They isolate that poor defender by using pick and roll action. And here's the key, BA. You can be a really solid defender, but if you are the worst of the 5 on the defensive team, teams are going to seek you out. Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards, being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Bridges can't get that one to fall. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of this one. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Pass to Whitehead. Back to Simmons. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Well, one advantage of putting the ball in Ben Simmons' hands, he's an unbelievable passer.
That's so true, B.A. He has incredible vision, and what's most striking to me is if he rebounds it and goes, the ability to push tempo, the ability to use that incredible vision to put pressure on in transition. It is probably his greatest strength.
Anderson for 3. Keeps it alive. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Simmons, the pass to Whitehead. 4-3. Counted from distance. Whitehead's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Whitehead. Simmons with a screen on Brown. Back to Simmons. That one's wide left.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Nets out in front, up by 2. And we'll return shortly. As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. The Timberwolves trail. Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Brown in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Pass to McLaughlin. Reid with it. First team foul. And the Timberwolves with possession here. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. And here's Brown for 3. Well, the Nets shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. And Doris, for Brooklyn, what do you think their biggest challenge will be retooling this roster?
PA, one of the problems they face, they don't own many of their own draft picks. So acquiring key pieces has to come through trades and free agency. And with that, you then have to have the salary cap implications to deal with. This is not easy.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Alexander Walker. Walker covering. Here's Anderson. And a nice finish on the layup. Anderson's got his first bucket in this one.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Really left him alone that time.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
Anderson with a screen on Walker. Here's Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Watford. Yet to see a basket. Whitehead, shot is good. And now it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
And here's Brown for three. O'Neal pulls it in. The Nets have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. The shot by Watford, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And stolen by Simmons. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Alexander Walker, the pass to Anderson. Will it go? Here's Reed. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, VA, they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
Here's Whitehead. They grab their own miss. The shot by Watford, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Over to the left wing. Here's McLaughlin. Buries it from 3. McLaughlin's got 5 now.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Pass to O'Neal. Takes the 3. Sinks it from distance.
Never expect Ben Simmons to miss a wide-open teammate. What a pass right there.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. McLaughlin pass to Brown. Here's McLaughlin. And that one is stuffed right through.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play. Oh, no, he did it.
Punch it home.
Nice.
Yeah, Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
Minnesota has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. That one falls.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside Walker. Simmons, the pass to Walker. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Free throw good, Walker. 41 seconds left in the third quarter here. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ed.
Simmons, the pass to Walker. From deep 3-point land. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Edwards outside. And Watford pulls it down. The Nets with a lead. Here's Walker. Drives to the hoop. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. O'Neal passes to Watford. But if it goes, what a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's the Nets leading by 9. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Cameron Johnson, Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Edwards can't hit. Johnson for 3. Here's Claxton. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Conley. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Dinwiddie against Conley. Beyond the arc. Kept alive.
Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
From the arc. Connects from downtown.
Well, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket. Yes, sir.
Bridges outside. To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Edwards for 3.
Well, because of his length, quickness, athleticism, this guy is able to smother shots. Excellent defense.
Pass to Dinwiddie. 3-pointer. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Conley passes to Edwards. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Edwards has got 4 points now in the quarter. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Claxton. And the Nets, another 3.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Towns outside. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Dinwiddie outside. 3-pointer, Bridges. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Edwards for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
For 3, Dinwiddie. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Finney-Smith with it. He's picked up by Conley. For 3, Bridges. Gets the 3 to fall.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Nets.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
Fires in the triple.
Boy, you like to see that kind of competitiveness from Karl Anthony Towns. You know this guy is going to settle the score with a 3 of his own.
Dinwiddie against Conley. Fires from deep. Here's Claxton, and he makes it on the layup. And the Nets lead by 16.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
He's off on the first.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
You know, Doris, looking at the Timberwolves, they've emphasized rim protection.
B.A., this is a theme across the NBA. As much as we see the proliferation of three-point shooting, team's first priority is to protect the painted area because those are the easiest shots. You've got to play to your strengths and employ good defensive philosophy.
Here's Gobert. Brooklyn with the board.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. 3-pointer, Bridges. Nails it from 3.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And here's Gobert from the arc. Claxton with a rebound. Bridges outside. Here's Dinwiddie. Yes.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And